guys, this is Katja with Creators Image Studio. I'm sharing an altered gift box with you today. It is a wooden gift box and it has these gold colored hinges on the front and the back, which you of course will remove when you are going to alter it. And the paper line that I use is by Graphic 45. Look at those gorgeous colors. You could recognize them anywhere. This line is fairly recent. It's called Vintage Hollywood. I think it's somewhere around here. It's a movie star theme, so it has lights, camera, action, and well, it is vintage, as you can see. Oh, here it is, Vintage Hollywood. So, and I decorated it with all kinds of flowers. Some are by Prima Marketing, the roses, and this is scrapberries. This one I really don't know. The roses are by I Am Roses, and these little ones as well. And the leaves are by scrapberries. So different combinations, and I try to get the colors right to fit the colors in the paper to be able to use different colors that are fairly contrasting and still be sort of harmonic. At least that was my attempt here. I also used some metal corners here on the box's lid. Well, this was a wooden box, as I said, so I painted it black and then used some gold wax, and I will show you how I did that. Now first you remove the closures and the screws. Then you paint it black or any color that you like, and you don't need to cover the entire side panels nor the top, although I did. And then what I did is use gilding wax, and you can use any brand of your liking. I used this one, Kusa or Kosa in Dutch. I used a simple soft paintbrush and went over the entire box very gently and with a very light touch. Just some hairs and some air, as Bob Ross would say, I think. Now then, when you end up with your box looking something like this, it's time to take your measurements, and there's of course the outside measurements and the inside measurements. That is, if you would like to line your box with some design paper, as I have. So the outside of the box, you measure it. There's two ways to do this. The first way is you measure the actual measurement here, so the width of the box, which is 14.9 centimeters in this case. And then you subtract 2 millimeters. So I would cut a paper of 14.7 millimeters in this example. And the same goes for the height of your box, which it's actually 5 centimeters, so 2 inches. And I would cut my mat at 4.8 centimeters. Well, subtract 1/8 of an inch. So that's the first way of measuring it. Second way is you place your ruler already at with the 1 millimeter margin here, and then you measure with a 1 millimeter margin on the other side, and then you would get 14.7 millimeters as well, and then here you would get 4.8. So that's the second way with the exact same results. So the outside is pretty simple, and especially with a straight box with the straight edges, and well, it's pretty simple. But the inside, well, it is pretty simple as well, but you know, you just have to know how to do this, because my ruler won't fit into the box. I could do it like this maybe, but this is simply not possible. So what I do is use these inner edges of the box and measure those for the bottom. I'll use the first method, so the exact measurements here are 13.4 centimeters, which means I would cut my inside mat for the bottom at 13.2, and then here 8.4 centimeters, so subtracting 2 millimeters is cutting at 8.2. So that is the inside measurements for the bottom. And then the height, as I said, I could do it like this. My ruler has sort of a blank space here, which is exactly 5 millimeters, so I have to take that into account when I measure. So if I measure this, like measure the inside of my box like this, my ruler says it's 4.3 centimeters, so I have to add 5 millimeters, so that would be 4.8 centimeters, which is about 2 millimeters shorter than the outside, which was 5. So the bottom apparently is 2 millimeters thick, and I can believe that you can see very vaguely the bottom here. So I guess that is in fact about 2 millimeters. So there you go. So measuring it and then adding the, in my case, the 5 millimeters extra. So that would be the height of the inside, and of course you can check with your actual mat. So don't glue anything down before you have checked if it actually fits. So that is how I take my measurements, and the same goes of course for the lid. So you simply measure it like this, you measure it like this, and then same goes for the inside, like this and like that, and then like this for the inside. So I hope that was clear to you all. I hope you found that helpful. So let me show you the end result. All right, so let's open it up, because I did the inside as well. I used only 2 sheets of 12 by 12 inches to cover this box, and I have very little papers left. I did buy, well, one of the 2 sheets was the cut apart sheet. So this is the lady that you see here. It is the inside of the lid, so these are all 4 by 6 inch cut aparts. And of course it's a double-sided paper, so you can use the back sides of these sheets as well. And well, the bottom is, well, are some cut aparts as well. And I thought it fun to add my name here where it says the award goes to, and then I added my name. So I thought that was pretty fun to do. Now these kinds of boxes are of course pretty great gift ideas. I made one that I filled up with all kinds of sweets and a card, and I filled it up to the brim with that, and it was very festive. And this one I actually filled up with different things. I decided to fill it up with different shower gels. So these are 3 miniature shower gels, because I am gifting this to a friend who is doing an educational course, and she has to be away from home in sets of 3 days at a time. So I thought she could use these and take them with her without having to schlep around these large shower gel bottles. So these are perfect fits for that. And also, as a lady, we, at least I, always like to get these caregiving gifts, as it were. I always like that, and my friend does as well. And then, of course, she can empty it out and fill it up with things that she likes, and place this somewhere in her house that she likes. So there's an idea for you. Just buy these miniature shampoos or shower gels or soaps, and give this to a friend. So there you go. So I hope you like this idea. I like the paper line. It's Vintage Hollywood by Graphic 45, which I think may also be a perfect fit for their artisan style paper collection. It has the same oranges, maybe a bit more of the greens, but who knows what fun combinations you can create there. And yeah, I love this movie star theme. Also, I hope you find it a great idea to use these wooden boxes that you can probably find anywhere if you look in the dollar bins or in your home decor stores. And they don't have to be expensive, and look what fun things you can make with them. So I hope you feel inspired, and I will see you next time. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.